today, all the children of light and the star seeds. I hope everybody's getting ready to have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. So I wanted to come on today and I wanted to talk about a few topics. The first topic is an earthquake on the East Coast. Now, I listened to this woman in the UK. Her name is LJ, and she has like this fabulous show. She does a reading with like she uses a crystal ball, and I would love to learn how to do that. She also does like tea leaves. I just started listening to her, but she did mention something about an earthquake happening on the East Coast. I thought that was very interesting. The second topic today is going to be about twin flames. Somebody, a viewer, had a question about if we are going to meet our twin flames, like after the solar flash, like, or we're going to know who our twin flame is, like when the solar flash happens. I'm going to go into that. And also, there's like this buzz about New York City sinking. And I was watching a few videos about it. So I want to do a read on that. Also, the other topic, the last topic, is the Euphrates River. Now that's been drying up. So yeah. And there have been some interesting finds there. All right. So first, let's start with the earthquake. Okay, like what do we need to know about this earthquake that could potentially happen on the East Coast? And I really feel as though all these like earth changes that are happening for a reason, and that is to rewrite history, because there are all these discoveries being made, these archaeological discoveries. And I feel as though, if there is going to be an earthquake on the East Coast, it is to clear out all the negative energy and kind of like drain the swamp. And also, with anything, like, it's for us, for things to, even structures to come up, so that we know that they actually exist, and the scientists can do research on it in order to rewrite our history, because there's just so much that we've been lied to about. And I really think that really is the purpose. So let's look into that. Is it going to happen? Let me get comfortable here. Okay. My question is this going to happen on our timeline? What's the possibility that there's going to be an earthquake on the East Coast? Anytime soon, within a year? Like, what is the possibility that that's going to happen? And I'm pretty sure LJ said it was like going to be, I think she was talking about this year. So let's see. Let's look into that. Like, what do we have to know about that? Is it going to be like really bad, or, is it just going to be like not like that will affect a lot of people? Because we've had earthquakes here, and it wasn't anything like like the ones that they have in other countries or in California. or the one that happened in Turkey was not like devastating. It was very mild. Well, I'm not seeing like it's going to be something that's, like devastating, or, like, will people are going to, leave the earth, like people are gonna leave the planet. I'm not really seeing anything like that. Um, so I think it would might be like something that is mild to, like, sort of like in the middle. But with this card, see, this is in the past, and I do feel like, yeah, there's something happening, like there's something shifting underground. Like I'm do feeling that. So he's kind of having to like stand his ground and like really bear down, like he's really bearing down, so I'm getting like this feeling as though, yeah, there is something going on below the surface, and some kind of change, like it's probably like a slow change, a transformation. Yeah, there's just there's like a transformational energy that's occurring, just because we're moving into 5D. So things are happening, and things are changing, things are evolving, and it's going to affect the structure. And it's kind of interesting because they're standing, like, it looks like almost like they're standing in a tunnel. This is what I'm getting from this card, like they're inside of a tunnel. Why am I getting like something exploding in a tunnel? I'm like getting like sort of like an explosion in a tunnel. That's really interesting. um so this is the question, like the information around the question that I had about the earthquake. So because it's a page of cups, to me this is saying that it's not something that's, because pages are like beginners. So this is like, it's probably something that's going to be pretty like mild. It's going to be, it's not going to be something like, if it does happen, it's not going to be like a strong, like a strong earthquake. But, and also I'm feeling like it's like a release of energy and cleansing whatever like negativity needs to be purged. And then we have the clarifiers, which is, we have 10 of swords, which is an ending, and then 5 of wands, which it's like a reorganization. But it really has to do with the earth, like Mother Earth. and a rearrangement of the grid. And I got the word come back, like as if certain animals, certain species are going to come back. Like, for example, the bees, for example, the plant life. And I'm feeling as if this is like on a local level. Like things are going to shift around all over the East Coast. It's going to shift. Interesting. Very interesting. So basically, if it does happen, it's going to be part of a shift. Okay. So now my next question is about the twin flames. Okay, so what I wanted to say about the twin flames, one of my viewers, Corey Mann, had asked about, will we know who our twin flame is when the solar flash happens or at the end? You don't need to wait to know who your twin flame or your soulmate is. The power is within us. We have that knowledge within us. It's just a matter of getting to that. It's a matter of being open to receive that knowledge. You don't have to wait for that. I actually have a video in my on my channel about soulmates and how to find your soulmate or your twin flame. I mean, really, soulmate, twin flame, it's all a reflection of you. So if you want somebody who is on a high frequency, if you want to find your soulmate, if you want to find your twin flame, you must be on a high frequency. You have to be on a high spiritual level, because that person that you are with reflects you. It's like a mirror. The person that you're with reflects who you are. So in order to find that person, you have to work for it. It just doesn't come. It's not like, oh, well, when the solar flash happens, yeah, I'm going to find that person, 1, 2, 3. You may or may not. That's up to you. We are the masters of our own universe. We have the power. The power is within us. And once you realize that, you're golden. And once we all come together in unity consciousness, then we will have the 5D reality. But anyway, I will ask that question. All right. So is there anything that we need to know about twin flames and the solar flash? Twin flames and the solar flash. Okay, so I'm getting that, yeah, like right now, if you haven't found your twin flame or your soulmate, it's been hidden for some people. And the reason why it's been hidden for some people is because there's something that they need to do first. They're on certain missions, on different missions. Like for different star seeds, they're on it's like they're on different missions. They have different tasks they need to complete. And let's see. Okay, so to me, this is saying to me that, I mean, the question was, will the people that did not, that have not found their twin flame or their soulmate, will they find them at the end? Well, I mean, it seems like yes. I mean, but there's like work, there's it looks like there has to be work. Like right now, the work is being done. So to me, this is saying that, don't worry about that. This is what I'm getting. Don't worry about that right now. Just worry about working on yourself, and everything will just fall into place. It'll fall into place. Just worry about the mission that you are on and your contribution to the mission. That's what I'm getting from this. Because I'm also getting like that some of the star seeds, and I'm getting the millennials, like the millennial generation, there's a confusion there. Again, I'm getting the message, just work on yourself. Work on the balance. Work on balancing yourself, grounding yourself. And manifesting, creating that structure for the future. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? These are nice cards. Community. I'm also getting like even some of like the reason why some of the millennial generation kind of feels like they kind of feel like they can't like they're kind of like outcast, or they can't what's the word, relate. They have problems relating like to this world, and because they are not of this world, and they're part of that community, that intergalactic community. So again, what I feel is connect with yourself, and then by connecting with yourself, elevating your frequency, you will connect with these guys, with your star family. But these guys are not going to show themselves until you are ready. And I can even say that for myself. I haven't seen a UFO, and even now I feel like my frequency has elevated higher, and I'm still not seeing them. So, you have to be patient. All right, so the next question. So the next question is about New York City sinking. So what I have researched is that these geologists are saying that New York City has been sinking about 2 2 milliliters a year. And also it's the sea level has been sinking 2 so 2 or the sea I think I'm saying this wrong. The sea levels have been rising 2 milliliters a year. Okay, so these structures, it's sinking, it's causing New York City to sink, and then the sea levels rising. So not good. And also because people are moving, people tend to move to the coastal cities. So it's more population. So it's putting pressure on the earth. And then, everything is being built on, there's more development. So that's another reason. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So let's see. What do we need to know about New York City sinking? Like what do we need to know about that? What do we need to know about New York City sinking? Okay, so I'm getting like this is just Mother Nature trying to balance everything out, everything that's happening. So basically it's a karma thing. It's karmic. So yeah, I mean, this is the reason why, because Mother Nature is trying to balance it out. Balance, the whatever you call it, the ecosystem. It's, there's a balancing game here. And I don't know, but this is like a wish card. So maybe subconsciously, our maybe subconsciously people want things to change, want cities to change for the better. Or maybe because we know that cities, like cities are not healthy, to see homeless people in the street, that's not that's not something normal. I mean, that's the way I feel, that to see people that, are begging in the street, I've heard someone say, oh, homeless people in New York City, that's just normal. No, it's not normal. That is a symptom of a sick society. It's not a normal thing. Okay, so I'm really feeling like it's, again, there's a balancing. Like there's a balancing between masculine and feminine, because the masculine energy is build, 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 and the feminine energy is more subdued, and the feminine energy is all about, it's all about, so I feel like it's a battle between masculine and feminine, because the feminine energy is all about growth and abundance and nurturing, and the masculine energy is about, it's like it's something that's toxic. So that's, and then we have, oh, see, this is interesting. We have these two cards next to each other. So it's kind of like she's, the feminine energy is kind of like depressed and suppressed. She's upset. She's sorrowful because, you know, it's she's being destroyed. That's what I'm getting from here. And this Queen of Cups, which is the future. So this is what I'm feeling. I feel like this um she's saying, be more spiritual, be more aligned. And this actually, she has water around her, which is very interesting. So, like she's saying that we need to be more spiritual and more aligned. So clearly, mother mother nature is coming out in this reading. And these are cups. These are all cups. Cups have to do with water. So what I'm getting from this is that, it's that, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to increase. The water issue is going to increase. Very interesting. All right, so the next question, my phone is ringing. Okay, so the next question is about the Euphrates River. Now, this is just the opposite. It's drying up due to bad practices. They built dams. It's due to bad human practices. So they've discovered like ancient civilization, ancient Sumerian civilization, Mari, ancient civilization called the Mari Kingdom, Dira Europus. They found a ton of things, underneath the Euphrates River. So I mean, this is all meant to be. I mean, we're finding all this stuff for a reason. Like totally. It's to rewrite history. And also this was mentioned in the book of Revelation that during the end times that the Euphrates River would dry up, and about the mount, there's a mountain of gold. You can look it up. Maybe I'll add a link on about the Euphrates River. So it's very interesting that gold is emphasized here, because right now, these countries are being backed by gold. So gold is very important. And the miners actually found gold around the river. So I just want to ask, what do we need to know about this Euphrates? It's like everything's coming into full circle. Yeah, I'm getting, there's going to be a lot of knowledge. There's going to be a lot of knowledge coming through about all these civilizations, and because everything was suppressed, there's going to be a lot of enlightenment and also celebration as well. does this mean? Yeah, what I'm getting here is that with the Euphrates, all the knowledge about it was like suppressed, it was stopped, it was hidden, it was held back. And as if like the knowledge about it, like a small group of people knew about it, what was underneath, but it was actually hidden. And this is why this is happening, to reclaim the knowledge, for humanity to reclaim the knowledge. And they're going to be working on this for a while. And there's some really great riches hidden underneath. There are some really great riches hidden underneath in those tunnels, in those caverns that we're going to hear about. And a lot of information about humanity and about the community that lived along the Euphrates. And like I said, history as we know it is going to change. It's going to completely turn. It's going to completely turn around. And we're only in the beginning stages of that right now. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. And I hope everyone has a great day and a wonderful weekend. And please subscribe, like, and share. Love and peace and light. Bye bye now.